Hey everyone, welcome to my first espresso of the year. Very, very exciting. I hope everyone had an awesome Christmas, New Year, and wish you much health, happiness, and success for 2023. So I wanted just to think through like what this last year taught us, and there were loads and loads of lessons for me the last year. In fact, I mean every year, but this year particularly, we had so many different things going on. It was incredible. And I think, for me, if it's taught me anything, it's resilience and being proactive despite, whatever comes our way, whatever happens in the world, whatever happens in work, life, all of that stuff. For me, it was like, it really drums home that I can choose how I respond to things. And whatever happens, no one can take that away from me. And for me, that was just a big lesson. No matter what someone says to you, no matter what's going on, you can choose to let it affect you or not. There's three big things I'm going to work on this year, and I've been working on every year. And I think it's just so important. And, really invest in my networking, in my community. And that word is branded around a lot, community. And, you have people that focus on building communities for companies and things. And, but just think of yourself like just yourself, like myself, an individual. You got to spend time with people to become friends with them. And the work's the work, who you do it with matters. And for me, that's true of everything, who I work with within my company, who I work with as a candidate, as a client. I really value my community. I try and do things for my friends, help them, help in any way I can. And I just want to nurture and develop my community. And that community is so important. And the one thing that struck me over COVID when we were locked up in London, locked up at home in London for a few times, it was a community really pulled together and people helped each other. And folks that couldn't get food, people went to get food. And, you really got to know your community better. And that's a great thing for me that stuck. I know my community like locally so well now, way better than I did before. But also your community might not be the person living next to you. It could be anyone. And with all the tech and the virtual stuff, I've been lucky to have been able to build an amazing global community of people who I regularly speak with and I can call friends, and some of which I've never met in person, some I have. And, so you can really do that. And so if you think about work, and one thing that, I urge people to do is I often get contacted by folks that they're about to be made redundant or they're out of work. We haven't spoken in like 3-4 years. And the first is like, hey, can you help me find a job? Or a friend of mine was telling me, hey, this ex-colleague, haven't spoken to them in like 5-6 years, dropped them a note on LinkedIn, hey, like I'm looking for work, help me out. Wouldn't it be really cool if like you didn't really have to do that? So the networking and the community and stuff, it's, without expecting anything, like just be friends with people, want to speak with them, want to catch up, care about what they're up to. And hey, if you find yourself in a position where you need someone, it's way easier. People like to help their friends. The other thing for me, huge thing, and again, people have been working on this a lot, but it's invest in yourself, like your health. They say health is wealth. I know it's cheesy, but it's true, like invest in your health and the health of those around you. And I was speaking to my colleague Kelly yesterday, with what we do, we suddenly we've got lots and lots of searches and the clients want candidates yesterday. And there's just loads of things, you can wait 24 hours a day, but if you can't, so treat yourself like a professional athlete. Exercise, eat well, sleep well. Eat, sleep, exercise, cornerstones. I'm not perfect by any means. I'm working on all of them, but I exercise almost every day. I do my best to eat healthy. My wife and I try and get as much sleep as we can and help each other do that. So they're the most important things. And if you're functioning well, you're way more productive. So, more hours doesn't equal more productivity. And again, like we've gone fully remote, my organization. People can choose when they work, when they're most productive. Some people are morning people, some people are evening people. That's your circadian rhythm. So, find out when you're most productive, have a read of a book called Why We Sleep by Matthew Walker, which I'm currently reading, which is incredible. And work on yourself, diarise your exercise, diarise learning. Everyone says, hey, me included, like what's one of my resolutions? I want to read more stuff. But that means finding the time. And we all have 24 hours in a day, and we just have to choose how we use it. And I think investing in ourselves, our health, is incredible. So, we're working for a long time. Hopefully we're living for a long time. Hopefully we live long, healthy lives. And so spend time doing it, because at some point you have to spend some money on your health, and you might as well do it up front. The other thing for me is, and it links to community, but it's helping people. And I think we can really find fulfillment and happiness through helping each other, like sending the elevator back down, helping younger folks, helping our family, like this, purpose. And, a lot of people now, when they're looking for new work, they're looking to join a company, purpose is in there. It's one of the top things that people are looking for. It's different for different folks, but it's there, and it makes us feel like we are having an impact, because you can make money and you can have a good impact on folks. Like work on, if your team, your colleagues, your family members, your friends, you can see if people are struggling, if they need help. It's amazing. And people sometimes don't ask for it, burnout, and I'm sure that's been going on forever. But people are talking about it more, and seeking help more. And I think that's a really, really cool thing. So yeah, they're the three things for me that I'm working on this year that I want to get better at, and I want to focus on, and I think will have a big impact on myself and the people around me. I hope that's helpful. And I'm going to be doing loads more espressos, got loads and loads of topics. Also, thanks everyone for sending me different topics to speak about in the comments and the feedback and stuff. It's really helpful. So have a great one, and look forward to seeing you all soon. Thank you so much for joining. Appreciate all of your feedback, thoughts, comments, all of that stuff. Don't forget to subscribe in all the usual places: YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, all of that cool stuff. Feel free to leave a review and DM me with any feedback. Much appreciated.